Yeah. It is 21 minutes to 8 o'clock right now. Well, next on the show, let's switch gears here. Are you getting sick of doing the same old puzzle over and over and over again? But you just kind of can't bring yourself to shell out your hard-earned dollars for a new puzzle because they're very expensive. Well, Tiffany Parada has a solution for all of us. She's the host of the Puzzle Exchange, something that's happening next week, and is in studio. Good morning.
Morning. Thank
So
you.
how long have you been puzzling? Was this a pandemic thing or did you love it before?
It kind of geared back into the pandemic thing, but it started when I was younger, definitely. I had some free time and decided to take puzzling up as a way to calm my anxiety and just get through some mental health struggles that I was having.
It's so good for that, right?
Yeah, totally.
How do you articulate why it works for you and how you feel when you're into a puzzle?
I like the motto one day at a time, one moment at a time. And I find that doing a puzzle and the idea of one piece at a time, just putting in one piece, I don't need to think about anything else, just one piece at a time. It just really calms me and really sets the tone for the day and really just calms my brain.
I've shared on the air before that during the pandemic that I used to, puzzling was my post-shift routine when I was working from home especially. I needed something to mentally distance my brain from the busyness, and it really worked for me as well. So I'm a big fan. People might not know how much these get to, right? Like, what's what have you noticed in terms of the cost of puzzles?
They can run up to $60, $70, over $100, depending on how many pieces there are. I've even seen them on Kijiji going for $40, $50. So they get pricey. Yeah, they get pricey.
So tell me a little bit about what started the idea that, a puzzle exchange could help maybe.
Sure, yeah. I was looking to exchange some puzzles instead of buying them. They were getting pricey, like you had mentioned. So there's a Facebook group called Winnipeg Puzzle Exchange, and I jumped on there, and some people had the idea of just having a puzzle exchange. And I thought, why not? You know, I was in between jobs and had some time, and I don't mind organizing events. So this came up as an opportunity for me to get myself out and socialize more post-pandemic. And also just to meet some people and other puzzlers. So,
how does it work?
It works. We gather at a parking lot, so it's a parking lot puzzle exchange. I vary between two parking lots. I go to one in the Polo Park area, and then there's one in the IKEA area. There's also a gentleman that does one in the Transcona area of the city as well. But we basically just gather there. There's been about 10 to 15 vehicles at once, which is amazing. It started with like 2 or 3 vehicles, so now we're up to 10 to 15, which is
great.
Cool. We basically just throw our trunks open. Everybody's got their puzzles stacked in there, and you take a look around, kind of shop around for the puzzles. I ask everyone to put their name near their vehicle or their puzzle, just so that if you do see one that you like in someone's vehicle, you can go approach them and see if they want to exchange, if they're interested in any of your puzzles. Everybody's been so kind. So if you are specific to a brand, you're specific to number of pieces, then just kindly refuse or, just pass along that you're interested in something else. But everybody's been so kind and so nice that it's gone very well, very smoothly, very quick. It's only 15 minutes, so get there early.
Well, we all know that. I mean, people who puzzle like myself, like I have stacks in my basement. My dad and I exchanged for a while. He would exchange with other relatives, but then you kind of get to the end of that. So this is a great idea.
It is. And you know what? People come with literally trunkfuls with, some of them come with 10 to 40 puzzles. It's incredible.
What do you ask people for? Because the ones you brought in as examples this morning still have bags for the pieces inside, and they look to be in really pretty good shape. Yeah,
I'm someone who exchanges. I don't mind if there's pieces missing. I don't mind what kind of condition it is. I don't mind on the picture. Some people are specific on the pictures, the brands, the pieces. Yep. If there is pieces missing, I just ask people to write if there's a piece missing. But just kind of basic etiquette. If there's a spill on it, if there's pieces that are stained or whatever, just to mark it on the top or inside the covers.
You don't mind if there's a piece missing?
No, I know it drives people nuts. But
my dog ate a piece once, and I'm like, that's it for this puzzle. And then I couldn't bring myself to do anything with it and recycle it, and so I've still got it in the basement. But maybe I'll have to dig it out for you.
Yeah, you know what? I'd almost like to start something where missing puzzles can go somewhere, right? So that they don't just sit.
I know, it's such a waste.
Yeah.
I know what makes a good puzzle for me, and I do have certain brands I seem to like because, I don't know, for some reason my brain can wrap around them and achieve them. And I know which ones are going to be maybe harder for my particular brain. Yeah. For you, what makes a good puzzle?
The more challenging. If I love the 2000s, the 1500s, the 2000s, the 3000s, I love those ones.
Oh, you're the real deal.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay, double-sided puzzles. Where do you land on those?
I haven't ventured into that yet.
I think they're evil. Don't pick them up. What are your plans for the future for your exchange group? Like, you mentioned 15 people showing up, which is a great number.
Yeah.
Do you hope it will grow? Can you handle it growing a little bit bigger than that? Or?
I would love to see it grow. When the cars bump up, when I see more cars pull in, it brings me so much joy. I don't think people realize how much joy it brings me. It's incredible to see other puzzlers just gather together and talk, like just nerd out and talk puzzles and pieces and brands. And,
for sure.
I would love to do an exchange and a sale at some point. Do an annual exchange and sale where people can just get together for half a day and exchange, sell whatever they need to do. I see a lot of it on Facebook, but sometimes people don't want to drive across the city and just for one puzzle. So,
I love that there's groups that are also popping up, as you mentioned at the beginning. You know, someone else is running something in Transcona.
Yeah.
So if someone wants to go to the next exchange that you guys have, when's it coming up?
It's coming up this Saturday, the 22nd, and it's from 2 to 2:15. And you heard that right. It's 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It goes quickly. So get there early. But I try to do them for 2 months, consecutively for 2 months, one Saturday, and then I'll skip a month and then do another 2 months.
Where should people, Tiffany, look if they want information about when the next, you know what I mean, to follow the schedule at all? Is there
They can do Winnipeg Puzzle Exchange, but I'm also starting to post on community pages, Free Winnipeg on Facebook as well.
Awesome.
And I do post on my page on Instagram.
Well, I'm so sad that I didn't go down at 4 a.m. this morning and dig out my puzzles because you said you're going to leave this one for me to do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. I can't take that one because I've done it.
That's okay. That's okay.
I don't know what is it about not wanting to do puzzles the second time around, right?
I'll do them 3 times. I don't mind. It's the whole mental thing for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why do you love puzzles? 788-3205 if you want to, as Tiffany said, nerd out with us. But the whole point is, of course, to get involved in the exchange. So Tiffany Parada has been in studio with us, host of the Puzzle Exchange. The next one happening, as she mentioned, July 22nd. So that's this week, coming up later in the week, in the Polo Park parking lot. So 2 to 2:15. Get there on time. And if you want your pick, especially get there on time.